We are about a quarter of the way through the NHL season, and the best team in the West is the Calgary Flames. This is Instant Analysis presented by Tylenol Rapid Release Gel Caps, rapid release for rapid relief. And here to help us figure out what's gone right in Calgary, we have Pat Steinberg, host of the big show on Sportsnet 960 and Flames radio host. So Pat, here's the expectations coming into the year. I mean, Calgary lost their leader of the last decade plus in Mark Giordano. Not a ton expected, certainly not a Stanley Cup contender, but here we are, 25% of the way through the season. First place in the West, at least heading into the weekend. So what has gone right in Calgary and who deserves the credit?
Well, so it's a big time question, but it's I'll give you kind of a cop out answer, but it's kind of like this has been a straight up team thing from top to bottom. Like right now, the biggest thing that the Flames have going for them is that they've got a really, really solid top to bottom team that is playing some really sustainable hockey. But if you dive in, goaltending has been elite. Both Jacob Markstrom and Dan Vladar have been outstanding. They've got the best team save percentage in the NHL. They set a modern day NHL record for 7 shutouts in their first 19, now first 20 games. So goaltending has been ridiculous. But in front of them, they have 6 defensemen, and especially the top 2 pairings that have been playing like among the top 2 pairings in the NHL. You've got a top line that has been one of the best lines in the NHL with Elias Lindholm, Johnny Gaudreau, and Matthew Tkachuk. They have been outstanding. And you've got Andrew Mangiapane scoring like he's never scored before. And the best and maybe most encouraging part about this is the way the team is playing 5-on-5. They control the amount of time that they have the puck and how much time they're in the offensive zone. They routinely outchance, outpossess, outshoot the other team. And so when you've got a situation like that, where you have a team that is doing these things at 5-on-5 on a regular basis, it feels like it's sustainable and not going to fall completely off a cliff.
So, I mean, we can't talk about the Flames without, as you mentioned, Andrew Mangiapane. At this point, we're going to make him captain of the Canadian Olympic team. He's been incredible, deserving of all the praise he's gotten so far now. Pat, you see him every single day. For people living outside of Calgary, why has his game gone to this level?
I think the biggest thing, Jesse, is confidence. This guy went from being a good NHLer and now an established NHLer, got the call to go play for Team Canada at the World Championships, was the MVP, completely turned Team Canada's fortunes around when he got there. And he came to training camp as a guy who not only believed he belonged in the NHL, but believed that he was a good NHLer. And he's doing things now that we've never seen him do before. The way that he is hard on pucks, some of the shots that he's attempting, some of the moves that he's attempting, we never would have seen him do that before. And now he is. So I think the biggest thing with Andrew is the confidence level and how confident he is in all aspects of his game. He's been unbelievable.
One quick final question for you, Pat. So a quarter poll does not equal a full season. Of course, it's gone well so far for the Calgary Flames, but bluntly, are they a Stanley Cup contender as currently built?
The biggest thing that they have to prove now is, can they do this in the playoffs? And I think the biggest thing in this market is they could finish number 1 overall in the NHL, but until this core group gets it done in the postseason, I think there's still going to be question marks. So are they a cup contender? I'm not ready to say yes, because I need to see what this core group does in the playoffs. However, what I am willing to say is that I think they're going to be a pretty good team in their final 62 games, a pretty good team for the rest of the season, and they're going to put themselves in an interesting situation come the postseason, because I firmly do believe that's where they're headed.
All right, we're cautiously optimistic with things going oh so well in Calgary so far. Pat, thanks for your time.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.